show has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball comes your way next.
Trying to make it on before I'm gone. Make 100 mil selling songs.
Dylan Tate gets the call for game one of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now the first pitch. Bo Bichette is at the plate as he watches ball one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game. And they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Two and two.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Now here's the first offering. Marcus Semien is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. On the ground to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. The 1-0 delivery.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
A bouncer up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Ball one to start the at-bat. Guerrero leads off first with one away. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Roy, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 3-2 pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Center fielder looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Yeah, you never want to give up anything in the first inning, but to go down 3-0, it's just painful. Can't afford any more early mistakes, or the hole's going to be too deep to climb out of.
Next up, Lourdes Gurriel, as he begins this one as the fourth leading hitter in the American League.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First offering on its way. Fouled off.
Hey, he's not working the ball in smart locations right here. If he doesn't find a way to hit the corners, this next pitch might be leaving the yard as well.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
3 runs already home here. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Striding in is Kevin Biggio. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. A ball and no strikes.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
The 2-1 home. Fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he looks at his sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
A runner on first with 2 away. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Sanchez is up with it. Step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Oriole Park. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays. Alek Manoah will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
So here is Estevan Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Orioles, the
Now
right
here's
fielder,
the pitch.
Estevan Ramirez.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first throw, 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
And that's through for a hit.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Joey Wendell is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
Count is 1 and 2.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to hit that ball in play.
Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead. But he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, Devo. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Sanchez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that's in there, base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
In now, Ken Grubb. And he puts it on the ground to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired.
I win.
Orioles settle for 1.
Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends. They like to pretend. Now I'm switching up my energy.
All set for the start of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Rendell Grichuk.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it. But keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Into the box, Reese McGuire. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 pitch on its way. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. A runner at first with no outs here. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Smoke toward the hole, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole, period, the end.
Lifted into center field. Stewart is there, 2 gone. Two on, 2 out, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
There's ball 4. Well, Dan, do you agree with the timing of the visit from the pitching coach?
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
And now the first pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Cesar Valdez is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here at 323. And even 20 home runs and 49 runs batted in. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left. Number 21 for him on the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Now batting, third baseman.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now.
Biggio.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 1 here in the early going. Set to deliver the 0-1. On a line, that's a base hit.
Now batting, number 44.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
One ball, one strike.
And there he goes towards second. Lined into right, a base hit. The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Rendell Grichuk is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. A ball and a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Biggio on third. Tellez on at second with 2 down. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Toronto leads this one 8-1. So stepping in is DJ Stewart.
Leading off for the Orioles. The
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Count is 1 and 2.
And he got him. So now here is Jahmai Jones, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A full count to the Orioles' designated hitter.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Gonna be a tough play. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Ready. Galvin.
And he fouls this one off. Galvis behind 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Here now the 2-2. High pop-up. Bichette is calling for it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Jays lead it 8-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Now the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1, and he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
He's set, and the pitch. Bo Bichette stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help, too.
2-0 now. McGuire on at first, nobody out. Hit on the ground toward the left. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, the second baseman.
So base is empty now after the double play. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Marcus Semien. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ramirez gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
The right fielder, number 3, Estevan.
Next it'll be Estevan Ramirez. He collected a base hit his first time up. From the stretch. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Got him.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world.
Now
jump ahead
batting,
0-2, and then you
baseman,
toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Struck out in his first at-bat. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the heart of the plate, and that ball might not come back.
This is on the ground over to first. One there on to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. It's still in. Now to bat, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Lifetime in this matchup. He's hitless in 6 tries. First delivery to him. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So next to hit is Teoscar Hernandez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. Long run for the right fielder, and no one will track it down. Comes set with the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. All even now, 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Sinker misses, ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
3-1 to him now. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. Next to hit is Kevin Biggio. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball one.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-0. A double play ball to second for Galvis. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
The batter, number
Next to
44.
stand in is Rowdy Tellez. He doubled his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. 8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
This ball will be chopped foul.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping up
The
is
center fielder,
Rendell Grichuk, who was
Randall
sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit hard down the line. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. 2-run score. The relay throw. Throw won't get him. The Sayers staff is having a bad day when they give up 10 hits,
Number
let alone
7.
10 runs.
Yeah, Matt, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
So now to the plate, Reese McGuire, as he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. That evens it up 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs, but they tack on a couple more here to make it an even dozen. You're going to win about 99% of the games when you score 12 runs. Simple as that.
Sean Armstrong gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Bo Bichette, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he misses with it. 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now. Ball 3. Marcus Semien would be next. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, number 10, second baseman.
So next to bat will be Marcus Semien. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First delivery to him. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
2-0.
Boy, this is getting tough to watch. How about some strikes right here?
Fouled away. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2.
2-2.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. Now the relay home. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. In his career against this pitcher, he's a perfect 6 for 6. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Left fielder looking up. Still going back. Gone! Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. 8 runs already in this inning. Ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Lourdes Gurriel would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Tanner Scott gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Gone! You got to be kidding me. Back-to-back home runs. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd home run of the game as the blowout continues. Standing in now, Kevin Biggio, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. In his career versus this pitcher, 2 hits in 7 tries. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Number 44.
Next will be the designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And that misses 2-2. Slider laid off for a ball.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. But not before an even 10 men come around to score here as they break this game into the box. Yolmer Sanchez. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Brendan Rodgers will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch.
I got the count 2-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Simeon's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for you.
Next to dig in, Ken Grubb. First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And as you can see, they are way behind. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. He's
Leading
1 for 2 in this one.
The center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Now here's the first offering. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Grubb has it, and it's a quick out number 1. Next to hit, Reese McGuire. His prior history versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-1 is a slider taken for a ball. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Reese McGuire becomes the second out here in inning number 5. Bo Bichette is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And that misses 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Fielded by Galvis. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So 1-1. This is in the air out to left field. Gurriel is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting.
And now in the box, Jahmai Jones. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2.
Ready now for Baltimore. Freddie Galvis. Skied into very shallow right.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
And he's got it for the final out of the frame. 1-2. And now here is Marcus Semien. He'll get us going for the Jays in their half of the 6th. First pitch of the AB on its way. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Now batting, the first baseman,
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Teoscar Hernandez steps in with his eyes on history. Take a look at his work at the plate in this one as he'll shoot for his 4th homer to put himself in rare company. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Listen, I'm biased to the hitters. This is a situation where you got to be aggressive. He's shaky right now. 2 men on, and now you got a 2-0 count. This is where you want to capitalize.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in 1 game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Travis Lakins gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
You know, something to keep in mind, They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
No outs, nobody on. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Now into the box, Kevin Biggio, and it's fouled away. Gurriel gets his lead at first, nobody out. And it's quickly 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here comes the 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Stepping in for the Jays, Rowdy Tellez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. From the stretch.
Not shocked by that pitch sequence right there. Sometimes guys out on the mound, when they feel they deserve a strike, they're going to go right back to it. But this umpire's staying staunch, and he might not give it to him at all this game.
He's hit. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One more look at the big blow for the Blue Jays. A 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. The Jays are out in front, 21-1. And now, Pedro Severino. He'll get his side started in the inning. And Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. But whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Estevan Ramirez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Joey Wendell comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. From the stretch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Now back.
First pitch on the way.
Baseman.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors. Stepping in once again is Reese McGuire. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second as he kicks off the seventh with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. McGuire leads off second with nobody out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. Here now the 2-2. Catches the corner, got him looking. So one away now in the Toronto seventh. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. Here's the first pitch to him. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
Runner at second here with one man out. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And there are two away now. Next, here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. And a ball, 1-0. Men on third with 2 down. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Stewart is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential. Brendan Rodgers bats next. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Just a nice clean single right there, and I know it's not going to probably make a ton of difference in this game, but one thing I love about the competitive fire right there is I don't care what the scoreboard is, we do not give away at bats, and he certainly didn't right there.
He's hitless in his 2 at bats so far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Right side, fair ball down the line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. The relay, and this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Number 24.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Jahmai Jones stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
A bouncer to the left side. To second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
The batter, number 2.
Up next. next, Freddie Galvis, runner in scoring position with 2 count. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
And that's through into center field, base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
The catcher, number 28.
At the plate, Pedro Severino. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a...
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made to Oscar Hernandez. He's having a monster day as you take a look at what he's done so far, and he's aiming for an unprecedented 5th homer in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Softly on a line to third. One there. On to first, and they get them both. So now to the plate, Kevin Biggio, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Grubb finds some space out there for the catch to retire. Anthony Castro is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 63, Anthony.
First pitch on the way. Estevan Ramirez is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Castro, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Yolmer.
Nope.
Sanchez.
The 1-0 home. Swinging a soft liner. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. Paul Fry enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Pinch hitting for the Blue Jays.
George Springer will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Springer comes into play with a slugging percentage over 490, just shy of 500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. 2-0 now. And now a pitch on the way.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
3-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Swing and a liner. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Grounded to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Now batter, number 7.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box.
Your
Riley
attention,
Adams
please.
will get a chance to
Pinch hitting
swing
for
the
Toronto.
bat here, and he'll do it in a
Number
good
50,
spot as he has runners at
Riley
first and second and nobody out in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Galvis. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He beat it out. Digging in will be Bo Bichette. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First offering. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
2-0 pitch on the way. Too high as he misses again here, and it's 3-0 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Jonathan Davis is the new center fielder after coming on as a pinch hitter during the last half inning. Riley Adams will remain in the game in the number 9 spot and take over at catcher. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brendan Rodgers, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming in is Hernandez. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now it'll be Ken Grubb. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And they still managed to get an out on the play. Whoa. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Baltimore down to their final strike. Lofted in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
21-3 tonight. The Blue Jays hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Alek Manoah earned his 5th win of the year. Dylan Tate was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney,